Hello, welcome to the Scroll Ensemble Classical Music Improvisation channel. I'm Robert, and on this channel you can find tutorials, history videos, resources for and recordings of improvisations inspired by classical music. Recently I was doing some improv video watching and reading and found people often start off by saying classical musicians can't improvise. Now, when I hear an idea, often I automatically think, but is that really true? And what if the opposite were true? And I started thinking, aren't more and more musicians, especially in the younger generation, improvising in one way or another, more or less, but improvising with classical music? Or at least as a starting point. So this got me thinking that we should interview as many musicians as we can find and shed a light on how much is actually happening already. So in this little video, I want to ask you for your input for a new series of videos. I was thinking about 5 to 10 minutes, but of course, if you disagree, let me know as well. Interviewing improvisers in classical music and just giving a small portrait and then links to go and discover more for yourself. What I'd like to know from you is, who should we talk to? They don't have to be improvising on stage regularly at all or to be massively famous, just people who are interested in and busy with improvisation in classical music. And then I mean classical in its broadest sense, from medieval or even before, to contemporary, crossover, whatever. There are already, of course, some interviews with professors and famous people, but I'm almost more interested in putting a spotlight on people who are not well known and perhaps are doing things more locally, or only just getting started, or maybe just at home, or only known within their world of their instruments. Also, if you would like to be interviewed or are thinking, well, sure, maybe I do some improvisation, really please get in touch. I want to talk to you, to everyone, anyone, whatever the level of experience. If you're just getting started, you could even just tell me about your plans and we can meet up another time. Secondly, I would love to know from you what questions you would like asked. So you can let me know through our website, I will add that in the description as well, or just leave a comment below our video and we'll get cracking. Meanwhile, you could also check out this German improvisation newsletter, which has sadly stopped, but was fantastically curated by Martin Erhardt and Alexander Grichtolik. There were some great interviews there, and also with James and me. I'll put the link in the description. Oh, and also you could check out these two interviews, which we did in the past. They're a little bit longer and have a slightly different angle related to a CD or festival. Oh, and you can see the very same Martin Erhardt here too. So if you haven't seen them yet and like the idea of interviews, here's a little start before we get ready with the other ones. And finally, of course, if you like this idea, do subscribe and maybe support us on Patreon if you can, where we'll have some extra bits from the interviews and where you can help us devote more of our time to this channel. So see you soon and have a lovely week.